What's up, my individuals? Thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video. My name is Drexler. Now, I've been hearing a lot about this thing called MEWING for a while now, and I did my own research. I've been digging deep, trying to find out what this thing is all about. As a result, I do think that MEWING can definitely work and it can be very beneficial, but the results can vary depending on the person. Now, let's talk about what MEWING consists of. Basically, MEWING is all about creating better habits and doing certain exercises. Because let's face it, most kids in this day and age, they don't do as much. They're not as active as they used to be. They're at home sitting on the computer all day long. They're sitting there playing video games with like really hunched over, like, you know, really bad posture. They aren't exercising, and all in all, they're just creating these really lazy habits. So MEWING is all about exercising your jaw, having the right tongue posture, doing exercises that consist of you taking your tongue and pressing it against your maxima, meaning the roof of your mouth. This supposedly can actually readjust your jaw and bring it up and forwards. MEWING is also about chewing your food thoroughly and making sure that you're exercising and that you're basically working out your mandibles, which is these side muscles right here on your jaw. Also, swallowing your food with a wave motion, driving your tongue up and backwards with every swallow. Now, I would demonstrate for you guys how to start MEWING and what exactly to do. However, I guess I just don't have enough confidence to do that on YouTube yet without having a whole bunch of people make fun of me. So, I'm not gonna do it, but I found somebody who has an amazing video on how to start MEWING if you're a beginner, so I'll be sure to link that down in the description below so you guys can check that out. This dude really goes into detail and he gives you a perfect example of what to do. There's also some funny exercises that you can do that can give you some minor results as well. I found that working out and just staying fit kind of does the same thing, because when you're lifting weights and you're pushing heavy weight, you're activating all those jaw muscles as well. You're pushing, you're squeezing, you're clenching your jaw, and you're doing all these facial exercises without even noticing it. So all in all, MEWING and activating and exercising all those muscles around the jaw is great. And in most cases, the results may be, very minimal. I've heard some people say that they've tried it and it's done absolute wonders. I've heard some people say they've tried it and it really didn't do much. Some people say it's just a placebo effect. I say that it does work. However, I think that in most cases the effect won't be drastic enough to where other people can notice. Maybe you can notice because you know yourself the most. You know exactly what you look like. So maybe to yourself you'll be able to see the difference, or maybe to close friends who know you really well. But again, that's just my viewpoint on things and what I've learned from doing the research. However, the thing that is going to give you the night and day difference above all else, and that's really going to transform your face, is lowering your body fat percentage. You guys may have noticed here on the channel that sometimes I may look a little bit more full in the face. Sometimes my face will look a lot more skinnier and my cheeks will be a lot more sunken in, and you guys may just notice that I kind of go up and down quite often, and that is because of my body fat percentage. When I'm in the gym working out and I'm trying to bulk and get bigger, I eat more food, and therefore my body fat percentage slightly goes up and I get a little bit more fuller. And then the times where I'm trying to cut and I'm trying to really get shredded and lose that body fat, then my whole face, it starts really getting sunken in. And you guys, if you're MEWING and you're doing all these exercises and building those muscles around the jaw, that is really great. However, you're not gonna really see the effects and the results that you want, unless you are lowering your body fat percentage. Because if you have nice muscles and stuff, and you have fat on top of it, it's gonna hide all those muscles. It's gonna hide all that. So you're definitely gonna wanna lower your body fat percentage to even show those muscles and show all the improvement that the MEWING is doing. So I would say if you got down to at least 14-15% body fat, maybe even possibly lower, you might start really noticing a difference in your face. I know for me personally, when I start to get down to like 8-9%, then my face starts really getting sunken in, and that's just kind of a look that I really like. And so just as an example, last year I decided to get really lean and get really chiseled down and really take my body fat percentage as low as I could. And so last year I started really dieting, and I took my food intake down by 400 calories a day, meaning I ate 400 calories below the amount of calories that I burn a day. And as you can see, the results were amazing and my jawline really started to pop. my cheeks started really sinking in as well. And this was all because I lowered the percentage of my body fat. Now, if you don't know how many calories that you just naturally burn a day, I'll be sure to put a calorie calculator down in the description below for you guys to check out and be able to use. For me, I burn about 2,400 calories a day, maybe 2,500, and last year I took it down to about 2,000, 2,100, and after, slowly over time, I started to see that body fat just coming off, and I started to get a lot more chiseled. So all in all, you guys, I do think that mewing can be very beneficial. However, I don't think that it should be first priority. I think if you have some excess body fat to lose, I think that that should be first priority in getting your diet and fitness regimen locked in. So that way, when you do start mewing and you start doing those exercises, you can enjoy the results. Also, you guys, I know I always end off every video with a motivational message of the day. However, today I just simply want to discuss self-love and loving yourself where you are at. Mewing and doing all these exercises and trying to make yourself look amazing. I mean, all this stuff is great. However, I don't think it should be first top #1 priority. And trust me, I've been guilty of this before too, man. I've gotten wrapped up in myself, and I've gotten wrapped up in what other people think about me and how they view me. But when you start making that stuff your focus in life, focusing solely on what other people think of you and how you look in front of others, it's a danger zone, man. It really is. There is a difference between taking care of yourself and obsessing over your appearance and how you look. When you start making your appearance the #1 priority in your life, then I would highly encourage you guys to rethink some things, rethink your priorities like I've had to do. Because at the end of the day, this life, it isn't about us. It's about fulfilling your purpose and your destiny and making the lives of other people better. I mean, yes, try to always better yourself physically and spiritually. That's really important, but also love yourself where you are currently at. Because honestly, this life is all about being a servant and helping others and living for a higher purpose. And for me personally, that's God and what He has in store for me. So I hope you guys dug today's video and you got a little something out of it. If you dug it, please give it a nice big thumbs up, subscribe if you are new, and hit that notifications button to be informed when I drop some new content. And I'll see you guys very soon. My name is Drexler. Shaka, brah.